up y'all comments. Trying to wait for y'all comments to put up what's been going on with YouTube. I'm having to go out and go back in. Hey La Familia, hey honey. Girls Meet World, hey. Working and watching, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm on a mission, y'all, to go get something that I've been trying to get each season and I always miss out on it or whatnot. So I said I'm just gonna bring y'all along. And hopefully I'll be able to get it. So the goal is to, I've already been out this morning getting different things. I will say, because I did not film it, Tractor Supply has those big barrels. I got some of them. I think I want to say they 17 gallon. They look like the whiskey barrels, but they plastic. They're more of the plastic rather than the wood. Their regular price $44. And y'all know when I got my first batch of them, I had caught them on sale. Well, once to Tractor Supply, there's a sticker on them for $18 and something. When I got to the register, they was $14 and something. Now we talking about from $44, okay? So if you need some of those, they are perfect. Now you can grow trees and stuff in 5-gallon buckets, but these are really, really good to put like your trees and stuff in. So I went on and got me 5 more. Okay, because I'm having some new trees. Hopefully as of today I have some new trees. And I did see when I was clearing out stuff yesterday that there are some like berry bushes I got that needs to be put in something a little bigger. They still doing fine, but I want to put them in something a little bigger. So I did see that. Okay, so I went on and got 5 more. Who knows, I may go back and get a couple of more of those, probably the ones that they have left. I may go back and do that, I'm not sure. But let me see what else I can tell y'all. Bunny plants. Now let me tell y'all, every year Bunny go ahead and put out plants. They got tomato plants out, and I see people have been buying them. I bought me 3 today, okay, just to get started, because I'm gonna have everything, and I'm writing on my little labels what is what. So because I want to save my heirloom seeds, because my garden gonna be pretty much heirloom. This is just to get started for spring. They putting them out. 9 times out of 10 we're gonna have some more cold weather here and there, maybe like an Easter snap. I'm buying them because I have greenhouses. If you not gonna be paying attention to the weather to pull your plants in, if you go ahead and buy some tomato plants and stuff early in case the weather changes, if you think you're not gonna do that, don't waste your money on those plants, okay? Because if the weather change and you have 1 or 2 days or whatnot of some cold weather, you're gonna lose. It happens every year. It happens every year. So just make sure you are paying attention to the weather, okay? If you have greenhouses or you don't mind pulling them inside, if you're doing container gardening, then go ahead. I also went to my Tractor Supply, because yesterday I went to the Tractor Supply in Richlands. I actually went to my Tractor Supply today, and they had chickens, so I went on and got me some black sexling. I got 6 more, because the goal is I want 20 in that pen. So right now, when they do go in there, if don't none die, I have 26, but that's fine, because I know that chickens will die off, chicks will die off. You may have 1 or 2 that may die. So if that happens, I still have my goal of 20 for my second flock, okay? This year will probably be my 7th or 8th flock. chickens, so I'm well, I say advanced or seasoned in the chickens field. So that's no problem. That's how I know the amount that I want per 10 by 10. 10 by 10 cages can run 15 to 25 chickens comfortably, but you're still kind of crowding. My first flock, the only reason why I'm not adding to that flock is because that flock is mean when it comes to other chickens. Now, I may add to them with some of the Roll Island Reds that I just got, because Roll Island Reds normally don't let you bully them, okay? So I did pick up some baby ones, so once they get of age and stuff, if I need to add some to that second flock, I will, because they have like 13, 14 of them in there when I can get 25 in there comfortably. But I deal with that later this summer if it's God's will, you know? So yeah, that's what's going on. So got some work to do out at Amazing Grace Garden later on. But right now, I'm trying to get everything I need, so when I get the ball really, really rolling, I don't have to stop, okay? So I'm on we've been seeing, even when we was on the trip, we checked out a Tractor Supply up in the Raleigh-Durham area. They had cherry and pecan tree. Y'all know for some years I've been trying to get my hands on cherry tree. So the goal today is to hopefully get me 2 cherry trees so they have a can. And also I want to get a pecan tree. Yeah. I grew up with a big pecan tree in our yard. And going out there with my brothers and harvesting, getting those pecans up off the ground and going back in and picking them and stuff. My grandma roasting them or canning them. That's good memories, okay? I have to tell my uncle, I know he like different types of like peanuts and stuff. I think he eat pecans, but that'll be a good treat too to, you know, get some of those now that he's here in North Carolina and be able to take some there. I'll probably candid some up or something and take them to him. So y'all see I just glow when I say that. I still can't hardly believe it. I cannot hardly believe it. Like, I just cannot. But anyway, that is my plan. Is to get 2 cherry trees and a pecan tree. Okay, so we shall see. We shall see. I do have my cutters and I do have some Ziploc bags, because if the trees are too tall, I will cut them down. And I will go ahead and keep the cuttings from it and go ahead and start new plants, because we are trying to grow as much as we can, preserve much as we can. This is supposed to be for the other channel, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it over here. These wars and stuff that's going on, these other countries is, and you know what, a lot of people, I'm gonna say this, a lot of people thought, I heard a lot of people saying, oh, they can't reach us, they ain't gonna never do nothing. I always say sleeper cells, but now the game done changed. Now even the US is throwing little things out saying, oh, such and such can reach us. Now they want a ceasefire to go on, and the other country saying no. I already knew. You can get so comfortable and so cocky. Now I'm hearing, oh, well, I can't rule out that they can't reach us with this, that, and the other. I already knew. Okay? They're not going to say certain things because they don't want to cause a panic. But I already knew. So, preparing as much as we can, even though we may lose everything we prepare for. That's fine. We tried. You know, we tried. And that's what it's all about, trying. Some people don't try. They don't try. You heard the thing, you don't work, you don't eat. You can kind of flip that and make that so many different ways. You got to try. You know, I wanna not have nothing knowing that I tried my best. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people they get the new system, the new world, as my faith call it. Some of you may call it heaven. Do you think you ain't gonna have to work up there? You think you ain't gonna have to work up there? You might want to go back and read your Bible. Yeah, you gonna build your houses and stuff. Ain't no free nowhere. Nowhere. Some people don't know that because they don't read their Bible. And they don't know everything. They just kind of hear from what other people say. Go ahead and read it. It ain't gonna be luxury. It's gonna be nice, but it ain't gonna be luxury. Like it's gonna be still skills and stuff. Some people don't know that there's another phase you gotta go to before you even you still gonna have you still gonna be who you are, you know. And then the first phase of it, I ain't gonna go too deep in there. I'm gonna let y'all read that and understand it for yourself, okay? But some people get that confused. So why not on earth? You know, right now, you know, things is going on. You gotta try to do what you can, you know. I ain't afraid the Most High. And you know what, he said, I just looked down and saw your message. And you're right, but you say the Most High, so you talk God. There's different accounts, but we have to try to help ourselves. God not gonna come down here and tap you on the shoulder and say, East Dad. Now you know you got different accounts in the Bible. I done showed you what you need to be preparing and this, that, and other. I'm not finna tell you to come down. He ain't gonna come down here and tell you to stock up and try to help yourself now. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have faith, you gotta pray, but you gotta show God that you're willing to try to help yourself. You can't just sit there and just say, oh, he got us, and you ain't trying, and you ain't paying attention to Joseph and stuff, different things that happen in the Bible. We gotta try to help ourselves. We gotta pray first and try to help ourselves. You know, I can't go through where I just say, you know, some things is out of our you can't worry about things we can't control. But until that time comes, until the great election or whatever y'all, you know, according to your faith, you may call it something different, comes, you gotta try to help yourself. You know what I'm saying? With the help of God. So I don't agree, you know, for those that say, oh, I'm not gonna prep my anything. I see what's going on. I'm not gonna put my faith in God. Yes, put your faith in God first. But also you got to show God that you're willing to try to help yourself in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of like you know, we got to try to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I feel. Faith without work is dead. I've been telling y'all that for years. And that goes in so many different ways. Faith without work is dead. You have all the faith, you ain't trying to put in no work at all. Come on now. Work is never a problem. I don't think that living in earth is to have a country in our backyard of our property. Love it. God is good. Yes, life for me. Pecans provide a good protein. So yeah, so I am trying to prepare as much as I can. Try to do what I can, you know. Like I say, for those of you that want to go biblical, read the story of Joseph. Y'all already know about Noah. The ant. the ant, you finna start working real hard. Little small creature finna start working real hard, gathering food for the winter. Now, if an ant can do it, and we see all this stuff going on, all these man-made things that's going on and all this, why in the world would we not take the good book and learn from it, which is our guide, and try to help ourselves, you know? You know, so many people that will say, oh, I'm just going to depend on God, but they go out and party hardy every day. They go out and do so many different things. They go out and do so many different things. They live worldly. I'm going to say worldly. They live worldly. And then come back and say, well, I ain't. And then let that be the reason why they ain't doing nothing. Because, yeah, nah, that's not right. Thank you, PNG, for saying I want to hit the like button. I appreciate it. So if I lose everything, every prep, everything that I have, I can say that I tried, you know. But I am paying attention to what's going on. And I don't like it not one bit. There's nothing we can do about it. But try to make sure, you know, we prepare and spend our funds wisely. I'm gonna say that. Spend our funds wisely. You know, I feel like it's gonna get to the point to where it's gonna be every man for themselves, every family for themselves. Meaning you're gonna have to have skills and you're gonna have to have things. Because at the end of the day, these people that's starting stuff and higher places, they are human beings. God is watching them too. They are not perfect. Sometimes people is only looking for their legacy or lining their pockets, and they don't care about the outcome, or either starting things to take the pressure or the focus off in something else, if you get what I'm saying. Whichever the case may be, adult with responsibilities of having family, kids, elderly people, and that they are able-bodied, that's your responsibility. That is your responsibility to make sure you have what you need to have. That's not really their responsibility. It's not. It's not. You're a grown adult. But instead, people like to live very worldly. And then they cry later. Or they want to take from people that's been doing so much to prepare. Or they want to make excuses. Whatever the case may be. So, that's what we have in this world, you know. So I'm going to try to do, and I'm going to show exactly what I'm doing. And hopefully I hear about the things that y'all are doing to try to help. And everybody's situation is different. Your preps won't look like my preps. My preps won't look like yours. Your garden won't look like mine. Mine won't look like yours. But at the end of the day, it's a blessing to have something, you know. It's a blessing to have something. It's a blessing to even have the mindset to try to help yourself. It's a blessing to even be able to see what's going on. It's a blessing that if you ain't even thought about it and you come across these videos, my videos that talks about this, and many of the other people on this platform that talks about this, and other platforms that talk about survival and prepping and being stocked up, that's a blessing right there, because you could have never came across it. And you could have never, you know, had the, if you do come across it and you ignore it and something shall happen, which God forbid, and you don't have nothing, that is your fault. You know, that's your fault. That's nobody else's fault, you know. So yes, man, a lot familiar. So yeah, that's just how it is. A lot of people won't agree with prepping and survival and gardening and stocking food. They won't agree with it. Oh well. Oh well. But what I won't let people do is don't agree with it and throw God in my face like I don't know. I don't know the whole Bible, but I know enough to know it's bull. But what people is one. Sometimes people try to just cover up because they don't want to do. We got to do. We got to do. We got to do. It's our responsibility to do. You know? It is. And if you have grown kids and you're able-bodied, it's still your responsibility. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how old a child that you done had. That is still your responsibility. At the end of the day, no matter how old they are, that is still your child. That is still a person that you pushed out or you helped made, or whatever the case may be, male, female, however, you know, that you know what I'm saying. That is still your responsibility to a certain extent. You still, I don't care how old he is, you won't want to see them hungry. They gonna go through and live life as a youth just like me and you and everybody else do. We all go through those phases. So you can't have a child that's 20, 30, maybe even 40, and you be like, well, they all no. I mean, you look back real quick and see what you was doing at their age. You know what I'm saying? So that's still your responsibility. That's still, if you got any type of a good heart inside, you would say, you may fuss at them, you may fuss this and another, but you don't want to see your child hungry. You don't want to see your grandkids hungry. You don't want to see none of that. So that you able-bodied, you just thank God that you're able-bodied to keep doing. You got a few little coins that you can go spend and buy you a tree or do it however way you do it. I don't care if you got to do it with food stamps. You better be happy that you're able to do it. Okay? Because if I had some food stamps, they just mess up and just give me a few of them, I'll show you exactly how to do it. But I can't get none. I can't get none. They won't give me none. But anyway, so you better make a way out of no way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay? So if you got the will, you're able-bodied, you living, breathing, can move pretty good. That's your will. So there's a way, make it happen. That's fine. See what they got. So it is what it is. Excuses is out the window. It's time to put in the work if you want to have something. If you want to be self-sufficient, if you want to stop eating all this toxic stuff that's 50 different things been sprayed on and did to it. If you want to preserve and have your own, so you over it as much as you could be. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to do. It is literally not hard to do. You make it hard. You end up making it hard. Hey, GT woman. So we have made it to Richlands. Okay. All right, and I am going to go over to this feed place. I don't need to buy no more chickens because I just bought 6 more, so that gives me 26 baby chicks. Okay, for my second flock. Because my first flock is my grown ones out there that's acting a fool. Oh, I gotta get some more shavings too from Tractor Supply. So we're gonna go up in here and see what they got going on up in here. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Cause I ain't playing. Y'all, let me ask y'all something. Is anybody still dealing with this mystery stuff with people walking around here still with coughing and stuff? I've been talking about this since December, right? That mess came back. Body aches, sinuses. Like, it's so many people talking about they don't know what's wrong with them and the doctors don't know. I'm believing what y'all was saying. That stuff that y'all know, them trails. It's something, y'all. The doctors don't know. All they can tell you is you got a viral. It's viral. That's all you can tell. I started back aching, y'all. Like, what in the world? Like, what in the world? Like, I feel better when I get in the sun. I'm getting so you saw hair. Okay. Wendy Houston was a beautiful woman, so I'm gonna take that as a compliment. All right. That's what I like about weeks. I look different ways or not. I remember growing up though. When I was growing up, the people, the adults were like, when I was big, I'm like, yes. I like red. I feel like I wear red and browns well. And there was one that was gold. It wasn't like this that I wanted, but she didn't have no more inside. She only had a display. And I was like, no. So I only could get what I could get. But all my long wigs, it's getting too hot for that. I wasn't finna do it this summer with no long wigs. So my purpose, the one I had yesterday, and y'all ain't heard you ain't heard about none of the viral on Super K, the new COVID, the all this, and then the viral was making people ache. I've been talking about it for a while, and some of y'all have been saying that y'all have been giving y'all have been aching stuff. Don't know why he's viral this and viral that. I know it's hitting me. It'll hit like the kids every now and then, but it be hitting me hard, y'all. I don't know what's going on with it, but a lot of people is complaining about it. A lot of people. Yes, giving 90s cut. 95. Love the 90s era. So cute. Thank you, lot, for me. Thank you. So let's see. I'm gonna go up in here. I see they got some plants out. I know they got some chicks here. Ooh. Swansboro School on lockdown after receiving threats. They at 10:09 p.m. Onslow County. Swansboro is about 20 minutes from Jacksonville. See, I ain't got time for that. I got to lock the door. Okay, I'm gonna leave my purse in here because I meant. Well, let's go watch. I may not get them, but I'm gonna bring y'all. I'm gonna put y'all up on this right here. There we go. I see they got some plants over here. Spring vegetables. So these are some that they let me do this. Turn on. So these are some that they got going on themselves. What are these? Oh, mustard greens. They look pretty good. Y'all want to go ahead and get some mustard greens, y'all? Tell me, y'all think y'all want some mustard greens? What's over here? Red Russian kale, butter crunch lettuce. Like this is just a head start is what I'm doing because I'm gonna be dropping a whole lot of seeds. Oh, that's cabbage. I don't really want. Oh, okay. This the lacito kale. That kale is so. What's this say? 4-pack, $3. I'll grab some of this kale. Okay. I had a lacito kale plant that lasted like 3 years. It was straight disease resistant. And oh my goodness. I'm on my healthy eating kick, so I gotta lose some weight, y'all. I'm 162. I gotta lose some weight because my body is feeling it. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I had to get my trip out the way. But like I say, even though we ate healthy and it was nice to eat healthy. So this broccoli, I don't want no broccoli. I'll probably get some kale though. I mean some red Russian kale. What is this right here? Oh no, they did. Yes, they did. And I'm gonna give me some as a head start. Yes, I am. Even though I'm gonna drop my own seeds from, they got the purple top, the turnips. They got the turnips. They got the turnips. Okay. Let me see. Let me give me 3 turnips. 3 turnips. Okay. I find something to put these in. Oh, sorry. Let me get that.
You're fine. I'm just listening. Is that $3 for one of those?
Yeah, for one.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
You like olives?
Oh, I love them.
I do too.
You do?
She don't.
She don't like them? You don't like collards?
She said nobody
Name
keeps
of
picking
two
with nothing.
vegetables in the world I won't eat, and that is one of them.
That's what the collard greens. What's the other 2?
Beets.
Beets. You want to eat beets?
My mom, when we were growing up, we had to eat beets every day.
And you don't want them now? They're so
And
healthy.
we didn't grow up around here, so we didn't eat collards.
Where
we
you
ate
from?
Cabbage, broccoli. We ate Brussels sprouts. We ate that kind of stuff. But we didn't eat. My dad did. My dad was from here, but we didn't. We were in the military.
There's 9 cabbage in there. Sure.
And I've eaten them every
So
which
what
way.
state? What state you grew up in?
I was born in Florida, lived there a while, lived in Tennessee for a while, lived in Scotland for 3 years, Virginia Beach.
Mississippi. Born and raised, but my husband from New York. And he's the same. He will not eat certain vegetables. Military, same here. That's why I ended up in North Carolina. But
Yeah, that's why my dad was from here.
so you can see why I like collards. I love them. I love them.
I do too.
You do?
I don't care how you cook them.
You don't want no parts.
I don't care what you do to them.
So you said collards, beets, and what's the last one?
Asparagus.
Asparagus? You don't eat asparagus? Now I'm with you on that. If they especially if they cook, they very tedious to cook. They get chewy and stemmy, and yeah, I'm with you on the asparagus.
I worked at a nursing home many years ago. I'm a nurse, and there was a lady there, Miss Washington. I won't never forget it. Now she cooked collards, and I took a bite of them, and I told her, I said, I might could eat those. But then I found out she put pig ears in them. That did me in. No, ma'am. No.
No pig ear. So that did it for you.
I'm not eating them. I told him if the bottom falls out, I got buckets of rice, I got buckets of flour. If the cabbage don't do good in the garden, I'll go to the Piggly Wiggly and we'll bag them. And I'm going to buy them and we'll bag them and put them in the freezer. I can eat cabbage, rice, and biscuits.
So you said at the bottom fall out, so kind of prepper style, right?
Yeah.
I got you. I'm on the same.
If we
I got you.
don't,
Say
we're
it.
going to be in trouble.
Say it again, because you know, right now they don't see you, but I'm a YouTuber and I teach prepping and survival. And I was just telling them that. Can you say it again? If they don't,
We're in trouble.
we're in trouble. Now, y'all, this lady I don't even know, and just so happened she walked up.
I've been doing it for 15 years. I have 5-gallon buckets of oatmeal, rice, you name it. We're stocked.
You're
I
stopped.
could feed Africa.
See, y'all hear that? Now that's God right there, right on time. I just got through telling y'all about prepping. If you don't do it, it's gonna be you.
And a barrel of oil just went up to $116 a barrel, and it's not, the price has not gone up yet, but they said by the end of the day gas was going to go up. By the summer it'll be $5 or $6 a gallon.
Well, continue. I'm right on board. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Y'all take care.
You have a good day.
Hi.
Hey. All right, cabbage. So y'all heard it for yourself. Y'all heard it for yourself. Now I'm just right here, and that lady came up, nice lady, and y'all heard it for yourself. I told you, you never know who's preppers, and everybody is trying to prep and put stuff back and stock up, and you're going to be left on the other end if you don't do it. If you can't see what's going on and you can't take the time out to get rice and beans and things and stock up, then that's going to be you. That's going to be you. And this the kicker. People is not going to let you come take their stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's no time to like literally not do what you can do yourself. Now y'all see, I was just on live, you know, doing whatever. This husband and wife came around right on time. You know what I'm saying? So take that, I would say take that as a warning for those of you that's in here. You better prep. You better stock up. You better do what you can do. You know, we got to, you know, especially if you got kids, you got elderly people, or either just yourself. You know, there is things you need. You gotta live. One thing you need is food. That's one thing you need is food. You know what I'm saying? And it's not hard to grow your own food. It's literally not. It's not. So I'm gonna say take that as a warning and a blessing, because that was right on time. You know, that was right on time. I'm gonna get some of these red Russian kales right here. And this, like I say, I'm dropping my own seeds, but this is just to give me a little head start on stuff, because I want everything to be at least heirloom, so when I save the seeds, you know. So I'm just gonna put, when I plant these, that these came from, you know, the thing. Where did you get the little boxes from? They got them inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need one?
Yeah, thank you. I don't want to take from you. I can
No,
go in and get some.
That's just
We
it.
got seeds at home. We just wanted to get these started. And
That's what I'm doing.
y'all take care and good luck. And look, remember, we are all somebody, and we are in this together. And there's not one soul in this world that's better than the other. I don't care if you live in Washington, D.C. or if you live in the gutter.
Thank you. Thank you.
My son, and I don't say this to get sympathy. My son was murdered 11 years ago, left for dead in my front yard. He was killed because of the color of his skin. I just told you I was a military child, raised in the military 20 years. I was raised to love everybody. Wherever we went, try to make adjustments and do right. And unless we learn that big fat lesson in this country, we are headed for some big trouble. I'll feed you as quick as I'd feed one of my own if you need it, or one of yours, just as quick.
I understand. And that's the way I was raised. That's the way I was raised. Just what you're saying. My grandma raised me, and we had a lot of diversity, even in our family, and even the people that helped her the most with her raising 7 kids and her grandkids. We had more help from other races than we did our own. But we enjoyed, and, you know, as long as you treat me right, we're fine. We're still human beings, and that's exactly the way I was raised.
God is smarter than us. He created different races for different reasons, and we can learn from them all.
That's it. You have a great day. Thank you. Have a good day. Be safe. Oh wow, y'all. Tell me God ain't good. Y'all was able to hear this for yourself. Tell me God ain't good. Okay? Some of you probably won't understand what just happened, or understand the whole gist, and some of you will. Tell me God ain't good. Had no idea, don't know them people. Had no idea. No idea. No idea. So I'm going to continue to do what I got to do. And sometimes God will place people in front of you to show you, if you have any doubts, sometimes he'll make it happen and place people in front of you that'll give you that little bit more of a push, that little bit more of what you needed to hear. Them people got their things and they are gone. You was able to hear that lady for yourself. And it all started with the husband asking me, did I like collard greens? That's how it all started. But look at the information. That's why I constantly tell y'all, people are prepping. You never would know. You never would know. And people are singing. And she said the same thing I had told y'all before they even got here. This is just my startup. I'm dropping seeds. She said this is just their startup. They dropping seeds. They got tons of seeds. This is just a little startup while everything else is growing. And I had just told y'all that. I need some collards over here. I didn't say room for mustard greens. Mustard greens. These are my favorite. I love collard, but mustard greens and turnip greens are my favorite. But let that be a warning. Now some of y'all should be, I'm going to say this, should be wanting to get up off y'all behind and go get y'all some seeds, some soil, some dirt, some something. Something. And try to help yourself. You heard what she said. Don't care if you in Washington, D.C. We're going to be in for some trouble. I don't think so, no. Because I got one. No. So, you better do what you're supposed to do, what you got to do. You know? All the time. Yep. Look at God. Yes, he is love. Y'all share testimonies with each other. He knows what he is doing. Hopefully that touched someone. Exactly, La Familia. Exactly. That was right on time. Right on time. And that just gave me an even more push. I don't know if I just got collards. Nope, I ain't getting no collards. I did all that and ain't getting no collards. Oh, I like these Morris Heading collards. Yeah. I like these Morris Heading collards. Cause see, we coming into spring. I gotta start seeds for all my other stuff. So I'll use these. And I think these are cool weather. Because we may get some more cold weather. I'll just keep them on the outside. And then I'll switch them in the greenhouse when that time comes. So the sun don't beat them down. But right now it's still a little cool. You know, we're hitting 80 degrees and stuff. We're going to get some cold snaps. So, yeah. I think my phone. Hold on, I can't see y'all. Hold up. Hold on, I can't. I don't know if my phone going dead or what. I know I can't see the screen. There we go. Where am I? Oh, I'm on 5%. Okay, let me go ahead and get this. And look at that. Phones are going after that message was bought through. After that lady and that message, with the way things are going, I'm going to need some of those plants for my dispensary. Okay, so I'm going to get some of these collards too. Boy, that conversation with her and just out the blue, not expecting it. It really, like, I was already in full swing, but it does even more, you know? It puts you in there even more. Let me get one more mustard because I do have some collards going. And that'll be okay. All right, look, y'all, let me get off of here because this phone finna die on me. But y'all saw the message, y'all heard the message. I got a couple more things to do, and I'll just go live later and show y'all because I got some yard work to do later on, and I'll show you if I get the trees or whatnot. And what's that? Oh, I'll show you if I get the trees and stuff. So, you know, let that be a lesson to keep praying. I don't even know, it look like it's going out again, y'all. I don't even know what's going on, but I will talk to y'all later. Thank y'all so much. Let me get this phone on charger. Love y'all. Be safe. Continue to prep. Bye.